My son is 44 years old. If he were to be cared for in an institutional setting, it would have to be something called a long-term acute care hospital because of the level of need for care for his tracheostomy, care for his PEG feeding tube, and all of his medical issues that he has to deal with. Not only would that cost roughly 4 or 5 times as much as the services he gets at home, but it would also mean that he would spend all of his days in a hospital room, in a hospital bed. Today, Gabe he still lives with his mother and I, but he goes to movies, he goes to live musical events, which he's a big fan. He gets to watch sporting events. He gets to participate in all of the family activities. He's there for birthdays and for coloring Easter eggs. When I have friends come over and we play guitar and do some jamming, Gabe loves to sit in and participate in all of those things. You want another song before we quit?
Yeah.
You want Puff?
Puff? We could do Cotton Mill Girls.
Puff.
So, Gabe is living a life of an American in an American community, doing the things that Americans like to do. He has real freedom and real choice, and real liberty. You might be able to get tracheostomy care in a long-term acute care hospital, but you don't get any of the rest of that stuff. We can keep you alive, but they don't give you much to live for. The point of home and community-based services is to allow people to live in their own homes in regular neighborhoods, as opposed to living in nursing homes or facilities for people with developmental disabilities or group living arrangements or any of those things. So the home and community-based services are services that are designed to go into your home, into your neighborhood, and to give you the supports you need so that you don't have to live in an institution.
So we live in Moscow, Idaho, and Larkin's lived here pretty much his whole life. And I've lived here about the last 12 years. And we have lots of friends and family, and Moscow's home to us. I'm like most people, I really enjoy like cooking and spending time with my friends and family, and I really enjoy being part of the Moscow community. Hold the berries? Now we're here. We're all of the market. Like I said, I'm 36 years old and I have cerebral palsy, but I'm pretty much like everyone else in the United States. You like the same things as every other 36-year-old. You like to work, watch lots of sports. Lots of sports. And like to travel. We try to travel when we can and see family in as much as the country as we can. I also have cerebral palsy. There's a wide range of cerebral palsy, and I have a hearing impairment. So I have 2 different things that challenge me daily, but don't stop us.
My brother's older than me by 3 years. He was born brain damaged at birth and was institutionalized for 20 years. He gives a lot. He's a character and people love him, and all these guys in the group home that he's in are wonderful. It takes a lot of people to really keep him safe and sound, and he's 68 years old. I have to bathe him, I have to brush his teeth, I have to do his toenails. He's not capable of doing all that stuff. So the fact that he's in an assisted living center during the week and then I have him on the weekends makes it possible for me to have some kind of a life. And we are utterly dependent on Medicare, Medicaid, to help with all of the things that he needs. So we really have to work as a team with other community members to really give them a fulfilling life. I don't know how I would take care of him, just flat out. I'm working, I try to work full time. I'm usually working 3 jobs. He can't be home alone. I can't imagine how I could take on all the expenses that he has. We don't have any family money to cover this stuff. We've always been very involved in helping create services, volunteer at service centers, but financially, there's nothing there. There's no extra.